Alright, what's going on, everybody? I got a crazy little story to tell all of you today. Um, don't really know what I'm going to do with this channel, but we're just going to try something a little different. So, today's story takes place a couple months ago, let's say 6 or 7 months ago. In that time span, it was a crisp little cold day. That's all I remember from it. But, so basically, my parents caught me smoking some grass, and at this point in time, I was in trouble. I was grounded, all that good stuff. You know the vibes if you ever been caught smoking that gas pack. But we're gonna get back to the story at hand right here. So basically, I just had gotten off of school, hopped off that big yellow bus, man, and I just go to my room, go chill, lay in bed. Don't really have anything to do. I don't have my phone. I don't have my TV, so I'm just like laying in bed about to hit the sack, You know the vibes when you're grounded. But my cousin calls up my mom and he's like, "Yo, can you come hang out?" I was like, my mom was fine with it, so I thought that was pretty snazzy. So he picks me up. I'm a little shocked that my mom's letting me go do something, and so we go out, pull up to his crib, and he shows me a video game, alright? He's playing some Tarkov on his PC. He has a really nice PC, by the way. Shout out to him for that. But he was showing me Tarkov, just teaching me the basics. Alright, Tarkov's a game I will never get into, cause it's kind of like Rust, alright? Rust is one of those games that just infuriate you so much that you just can't play it. But after that, we're just chilling, talking for a minute, and then he says, "I'm gonna go outside and smoke it up." He's like, "You can stay in here, you can come with me." And I was like, "Okay, let's go." So we go outside on his little porch, the vibes. So he sits on the porch, gets a nice little Rick and Morty bong, alright? And I haven't hit a bong at this point, so we're just gonna go back to that in a minute. But he sparks it up, he pulls out some moon rocks. Oh my god, man. And this is like my first time I've ever seen moon rocks in person, so I wanted some, I was itching for it. But he asked me if I want some. I was like, nah, because I'm already in trouble and I don't want it to be like a little test. And he's like, "Dog, you're my cousin. When I was your age, I started smoking, alright? I started smoking a little later. I started smoking my junior year, which I started smoking my freshman year. Probably before that, to be honest, probably like 8th grade. Alright, don't do that. But he keeps smoking it up, and the urges are getting to me, man. Like I was like, And then he asked me, "You want to try?" I was like, "Yeah, I want some." He's like, "Go for it." And I look at this Rick and Morty bong, and I just tell him, "Yo, I've never hit a bong before. I don't know what I'm in for." And it's like, "If you smoke with me for the first time, I won't let you hit a bong." So he brings out a little pipe thing. Alright. The reason he doesn't let anyone smoke a bong with him for their first time ever hitting a bong is one of his friends passed out, and he's like started freaking out. He didn't know if he needed to take him to the hospital. He's passed out for a good few hours, man, and he didn't want that to happen to me. But after, I get nice and baked. Alright, he packs a perfect little bowl, get nice and baked, all that good stuff, man. And I put the lighter up to it, just take a big old rip, right? I pack that bowl out in one rip. And he's like, "Whoa, man, you can you can take a break. You don't have to do it all at once. We're not in a rush." I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm good." And after I finished that bowl, I'm like, "Yeah, I don't want any more." I was like, "Okay, man, let me go put this up and go out, get some food." So we're driving around, and that's when it really starts to hit me. Alright, I can't really explain how it's feeling, but it's like my FOV, I just have like black little corners in my eyes, like my field of vision. Like I just have to look straight, or it's like solid black. And so it's clearly messed me up. So we're driving, gonna get some Buffalo Wild Wings, the vibes. So then he has LEDs in his car and some music, and he put on some That Mexican OT. And this is like when he was like really popping. So, we're vibing to that Mexican up tea. My first time ever, like, really listening to him. Some pretty good times, and I really wanted to put on some Kid Cudi, but I was too baked to ask. Alright, it was a little embarrassing because I was so baked. I was so baked, guys. But, driving around, speeding a little bit, just chilling, right? Enjoying the music. He has big subs in the back of his car. The LEDs are going crazy. It's starting to get a little dark out, right? We left about like 4:35 maybe. And, we get to Buffalo Wild Wings, alright? I was so baked, right? The lady comes up, asks us what we want to eat. And I thought ordering food would be the most impossible task because I'm like geeking, right? I look like I'm a madman, just an absolute addict. But I finally just spit it out, it wasn't that bad. I sounded pretty normal when I was ordering, at least I think, right? Probably sounded like a goofy goober. But, the vibes when you're ordering while you're baked, if you've ever been in that situation. So I ordered some boneless Asian zing wing with fries and the Buffalo Wild Wings Mountain Dew, the limited edition. Just for Wild Wings, their little Mountain Dew Thunder or whatever it's called. Alright. So I'm just chilling, right? Still geeking. And I'm just vibing at that point. Just looking at the TV, just enjoying my Mountain Dew. And they finally bring the food out. And I'm just straight chowing down on those wings, man. Nothing will ever compare to those Asian zing wings because they were so hot, dope. Amazing waiter, alright, shout out to her. I have no idea what her name was, but she brought the food out so fast, man, and it was so good. It was like nice, hot, ready. The fries were delicious, and usually when I go to Wild Wings, I never finish all my fries. I always mess up the wings though. But this day, I was so baked, I was just chowing down like a madman. Finished every single fry, every single chicken wing. So then, we pay, we leave, we're chilling, right? We're still driving around, I'm still blasted out of my mind. But, we're still driving around, we're playing some pretty loud music. And, the subs are basically like blowing my ears out at that point. And then my mom calls about 8 o'clock, man. And she's like, it's time, can you bring him home? It's time for him to come home. Because I have school tomorrow, right? And at this point, my grades were not that good, all C's, maybe a D in math. But, he starts taking me home, and I'm just like, oh, fuck, man. I'm way too baked. So basically, I pull up home, alright? I'm in the driveway. About to get out of the car, say thanks for the food, man. I really appreciate it. We should do it again sometime. And he's like, for sure. So then I walk up on my little porch. My mom's waiting for me, and I'm shaking the cold. So I just try to rush inside, and then she stops me and says, look at me now, and she says, you're high. He's like, nuh-uh. And she, that's the best thing I could come up with, nuh-uh. So then I just storm off to my room, try to hide from her pretty much, because that's the best thing I know to do at that point. So basically, she's like, I have friends that smoke, I know you're high. I was like, no you don't. So basically, after that, she's like, I told him to talk to you about not smoking, and you come home fucking high. Shout out to my mom, alright? She gave me a free pass on it. I wasn't in any more trouble, she just made me do some laundry. But, after I get done with that laundry, man, I just lay in bed, alright? No TV, so it's pretty boring, and I just hit the sack. That was one of the best slumbers I think I've ever had off the Zon. Moon rocks are no joke, and, that's pretty much the entire story. So, peace out. See you guys later. Like and subscribe. Follow all my socials. All that good stuff, man. If you enjoyed the story time and want to see more, because I have a lot of crazy stony baloney stories. Shout out Xcode. I ripped that from him completely. But, yeah, peace.